Good morning, D1. Happy Tuesday. Let's go ahead and let's talk about what our jobs are for today. So first things first, remember up at the top you can see it is Red Ribbon Week, meaning we have spirit days each day of the week. And as you can guess from my shirt, it is Red Day. So go ahead. You are going to wear red to Zoom. You do not have to. It is not a requirement. But you do get a Class Dojo point if you do it. So might be a good idea. Yeah. So just wearing red to Zoom. And so let's go ahead, let's talk about what our jobs are for today. So first things first, we have our morning work. Remember, we are working with irregular plural nouns. So I'm going to go ahead and click the sun. And just a reminder, that first slide is always going to be a video as a reminder of what irregular plural nouns are or whatever grammar we are focusing on, part of speech we're focusing on for the week. And so yesterday we talked about what happens when we have an F in our noun. How do we make it plural? We drop the F and we change it to a V. What happens when we have a double O, an OO, we change it to a double E. And so now we're going to go ahead, we're going to talk about some more examples and rules. And so you're going to see in some irregular plural nouns, there is absolutely no change. So for example, fish, we still say fish. We don't say fishes. We don't say deers, we still say deer. And that's going to be most common with animals when we're talking about plural form not changing. So you're going to go ahead, you are going to type in the examples based off that rule. And then for your second rule, it's in other irregular plural nouns, EN is added or AN is changed to EN. And so you can see with these examples, you are going to, if it has an AN, you're going to change it to EN. And if it has no ending at this moment, you are going to add an EN. So keep that in mind. Alrighty, and then it is Tuesday, and so for Tuesday, it is Top 10 Tuesday for your journal prompt. And for today's Top 10 Tuesday, you are going to write a top 10 list of people you admire or look up to. And so this could be anyone. It does not have to be somebody you know, but it can be somebody if you know, if you'd like to. But it can also be someone that you don't know personally. It could be a singer or an actor, actress, someone that you look up to. And you're going to tell me why you picked your number one choice. And again, remember that's 5 to 6 sentences. Then you have your Zoom. After our Zoom, we're going to end around that 9:55 time to allow you guys to go to PE. Once you come back from PE, you will have your break time. You deserve it to give yourself that break after all that Zooming. Then you're going to have your prefix and suffix practice. You click the YouTube icon, it takes you straight there. And you go ahead and you practice your daily prefix and suffix practice to become stronger readers. Then we have our main idea reading and quick check. So you're going to go ahead, you are going to click the orange book for that. Today in Zoom, we are going to go over main idea. We are going to review it so that way you guys are getting that additional practice in. And so you can see that for your job, you are going to have the story about Harriet Tubman. You are going to go ahead, you are going to listen or read as you go along. Remember, this is editable text, meaning you can click on it, so that way you can go back and highlight information. That is part of your job. Slide number 2. It asks you, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, and again, it has the speakers. You're going to go ahead, you are going to answer these questions. And you need to highlight your text evidence. I will just start sending back papers if there is no highlighting done. We've talked about it multiple times now. You guys do know the expectation. So you need to highlight your evidence. And so you're going to see, for example, number 1, what is the topic of the text? Use text evidence to support your answer. I'm going to go back to slide 1. I'm going to find the topic. I'm going to highlight it in red because that's what the direction asked me to do. Then I'm going to come back and answer. What is the topic of the text? The topic of the text is blah. And then for number 2, it says, which sentence best tells the main idea of the text? Well, I need to go back and I need to look at information that I know is going to be really important in regards to the main idea. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to read some things. Oh, that's important. And so I'm going to highlight it in orange. And then I'm going to come back. And then I'm going to pick the one that best fits those details I highlighted in orange. And so on. So I'm making sure I'm going back to slide 1 and highlighting that information. Then we have our personal narrative final draft. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the pencil. Remember, this is due next Monday. I had some friends that already turned in their final draft, and I just turned them right back. I've set very clear expectations as to what your personal narrative should look like. And what it should not look like is one paragraph just copied and pasted over and over again. And it should not look like anything less than 4 paragraphs. And our paragraphs shouldn't have anything less than 5 sentences. I made that very clear. We've also talked about dialogue. And so I was very frustrated yesterday when I saw that some friends had already turned it in and they did not put in personal best effort. That was really disappointing, especially since we just reviewed our essential agreements. So just know that if you turned it in yesterday, you got it sent right back to you, and I expect you to fix it ASAP. Alright, and then we have lunch. After lunch, you're going to come back. We're going to talk about multiplication with 5 and 10. And you're going to go ahead, you're going to click the Google Slides. And you're going to see, so yesterday we did skip counting with 5 and 10. Remember, we practiced counting using skip counting to help us multiply 5 and 10, remember? So if I want a 5 times 2, I'm going to hold up 2 fingers and I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10. Oh, 5 times 2 equals 10. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to type 10 next to 5 times 2. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to solve for all of these guys. Then you're going to see the same thing for tens. And so again, remember we practiced that yesterday. And so if I want to find out 10 times 3, I'm going to hold up 3 fingers and I'm going to count by tens. 10, 20, 30. 10 times 3 equals 30, so I'm going to type in 30 for that. And so you're going to go ahead, you are going to solve for both 5s and 10s. And then you have your iReady reading, which you're just going to go ahead and click right here, 30 minutes. And then it's cleanup time. So yeah, that's going to be it for your Tuesday. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, D1.